everybody, thank you so much for joining me for this video today. So today I wanted to bring to you a video about what the prices are like at Goodwill. Obviously it depends on what Goodwill you go to, but my Goodwill, the prices do vary depending on the style of the item. And so today I just want to go through that with you. But before I do that, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Nicole and I'm a part-time reseller on eBay and Poshmark. I've been reselling for probably about 5 years, just part-time, kind of. In the beginning it was just off and on, but then I really got seriously into it probably about 5 years ago. And I actually got into selling on eBay because my boyfriend, who is now my husband, at the time he had sold some items on eBay and he thought it would be a good idea if I did, because I had been selling on Facebook Marketplace a lot. I'd been selling clothes and stuff on Facebook Marketplace. And so he actually suggested to me that I try eBay, and finally I tried it and I ended up starting to sell stuff and I really loved it. And then I actually originally had already been on the Poshmark app. I had bought stuff on there and sold a few things here and there, but I really wasn't serious about it until probably about 1.5 years ago. I got serious about actually selling and listing stuff consistently. And I'm just really thankful for that, because eBay for me, it kind of goes in spurts, and it's been really slow for me lately. So I'm really thankful that I have Poshmark as well, and that they can complement each other a little bit for me. So anyway, so today I wanted to just show you some of the prices at my Goodwill. I know that some sellers don't like to share the price that they pay for items, and that is totally fine. That's their business model. That's part of, you know, they want to be respectful to their buyers and everything like that as well. I don't always share my prices, but today I wanted to share with you what some of the prices are at my Goodwill in my my town. I actually do not live in a very big area, so we have one Goodwill here in town, and there might be like one other thrift store. I don't know if there's any other thrift stores actually. There was one other one, but I think it closed. So around here there isn't a lot, but if I travel about a half hour away, I can find some other Goodwills and other thrift stores. So I don't have a lot of options in my area, and the Goodwill that I generally go to is right in my town. I do live in Wisconsin, more of a rural area, so there's not a lot of places to shop around us, but I do find good stuff at my Goodwill once in a while. Sometimes I don't, but sometimes I do. So it really depends on what's been recently dropped off, and I will talk about that a little bit to give you guys a couple tips when you are at the Goodwill. So let's get right into the video. Okay, so I want to show you today what the prices are for the items that I purchased. I'll talk to you about why I purchased them. A few of these items are things I purchased for myself, but I figure because I'm just kind of trying to go and tell you what the prices of items are at my Goodwill to give you a general idea, then I can show you the items I even purchased for myself. So I only have a few items today. I don't have a ton. I went yesterday, probably spent about an hour and a half, and I did find a few good pieces, but I didn't find a ton. So okay, so the first item, I actually found this, I think it was the first item I found, and it was actually on one of the racks that they were pulling out to go put out. And whenever I'm there, if they are bringing out new racks of clothes to put out, I always go and take a look at what's there, because that's stuff that has not been picked over, it hasn't been seen on the floor yet, and I've found a lot of great items just checking that rack before the people have a chance to put it out. I do usually ask if there's a person around that's working with that rack. Usually that's just sitting there, but if there's a person that's actually working with the rack, I do ask politely, do you mind if I look at these? And they don't care. I mean, maybe some Goodwills do, but mine do not. The people are really nice there. Some of them recognize me because I go there a lot, and yeah, I think that's a really good pointer. It's something to think about. If there's a new rack coming out, take a look at it if you're able to right away, because that stuff hasn't been seen by anybody, and a lot of times there are some great brands hidden in there. So okay, so this item I found almost right after I got there, so it made me really excited. Fortunately, the rack had already been like half put away, but this is actually joie. It's a size small, and it's this nice, like almost like a tiered tweedish cream like a blazer jacket kind of. It's like 3/4 sleeve, and I love this brand. I don't find it a lot at my Goodwill, and so I was really excited. Of course, once I saw it, I was like, oh, I have to see if there's any other Joie stuff or any other brands that are like more like nicer brands. And unfortunately, I didn't find anything else with this one. But this actually, they were asking $8.99, which is quite a bit. But a lot of, they consider this like a sweater, I think. And a lot of the sweaters and jacket types like this are between $5.99 and $8.99. So obviously this is a great discount compared to what you would pay at the store, but $8.99 is still kind of high. And I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about the prices at Goodwill, because I think that some people think that resellers are getting stuff super cheap and they're selling it really high, but that's not always the case. Sometimes people have thrift stores that they go to and they know they can make a profit on the item that might not be a lot, but they purchase it because they know they can make a profit. I probably can sell this for 30 or 40. I'll have to look at comps and see. I think at least for 30. So really, I'm not going to be making a ton of profit, maybe $20, $25 on this particular piece. The reason why I picked it up is because I do want to make about $20, $15 to $20 per item that I purchase, and that doesn't always happen, but I do try. And I really like having good brands in my closet as well, especially, or in my eBay store, especially because some people like to bundle, and I think that's really important to have a variety of good brands. So I did pick that up for $8.99. I know Goodwills are different everywhere, so mine is pretty high priced in my opinion, but maybe if you think that it's cheap, once we get through this haul, if you think the prices are cheap, you should let me know, because I'm really interested to see. I've been to quite a few Goodwills and the prices are just all over the place. Some of them, like the tops are $3.99, like all tops. Mine's not like that. Our Goodwill changes, like if they get something that they think is like a really good brand, like let's say Miss Me jeans or Buckle jeans, they'll put the price way high, like $20, $25, $30 for a pair of jeans that are used. I think that's ridiculous, so I obviously don't buy them, but I also know that there's some Goodwills, all the pants are the same price, or all the jeans are the same price, all the dresses the same price. But yeah, so I think it would be really interesting to hear, you know, what the prices are like in the different areas in the country. It just depends on, like, Goodwills have like different, I don't know if it's like regions or whatever, and those regions have certain ways that they price their items. This one that I have in my town is very similar to the one that is also maybe like a half hour away from me. I think they're in the same region, so I think that the prices are very similar because of that. Okay, so the next item, I actually probably wouldn't purchase it to resell. I purchased it for myself. This is like my absolute favorite brand. I love this brand. This top is actually this brand. Almost all my athletic wear is this brand, and that is Athleta. It's a size small, which is my size. So this is just like a pull over, half zip, heathered, almost like a bluish purple with the ruched sides. I absolutely love this top. I have a top almost exactly like this in a different color, but it was $6.99. For resale, I don't know if I would, because Athleta is not selling for as much as it used to. So I don't know if I would or not, but I bought this really for myself because I love Athleta. And so if I ever find it my size, I almost always buy it. Now this brand sells, it's kind of hit or miss, I feel like. Some of the items that I get will sell really good, and other items I will just sit forever. So this is called Soft Surroundings. It's an extra small, and I actually saw this last time. They had it originally priced for $6.99, but I did not want to pay that, so I left it last time I was there. And it's kind of like a tunic-y top, and it's got all this beading. It was originally $6.99, but my Goodwill has a color tag of the week, and this week it was purple. So I only paid $3.50 for this time, which I thought was a lot better than $6.99. I wish my prices were like that all the time at my Goodwill. The reason why I didn't want to pay as much for it is because it had a few like strays that I'll have to cut off and make sure that it doesn't make anything fall out. But I didn't want to buy it and then cut it off, and it cost that much. So I think it'll do okay. I think that can sell for at least $25, but we'll see. So originally that was $6.99 just for a top. Now I bought this for myself as well, so I did pay up a little bit for it. I really love denim, and so I find a cute like fringe denim stuff. I always want to buy it for myself, but this brand doesn't always sell for a lot. I'll have to look this up to see if it would be worth selling, but I really bought it for myself. It is a Lucky Brand denim like jacket, and it's got fringe. Kind of see. It's really cute, and it was $8.99, which is pretty hardy for me. Like, that's quite a bit. But I bought it for myself, so I was willing to kind of pay a little bit more, because I won't make as much on it if I were to sell it as I would probably something else. I haven't looked up comps for that though. Probably keep it for myself. Like I said, this is kind of a small haul. So this one is actually a loft sweater, and it's kind of like this mustard yellow color. It's like a high-low. It is acrylic nylon, 8% mohair and 7% wool, which I could tell it was wool or mohair. So it's actually just loft, but I got it because of the style. It's kind of got the drop sleeve, and because it's mustard yellow, and this is harder to find now. Mustard yellow is a little bit harder to find than it used to be, and I just think it's a really cute sweater. It's pretty soft, especially since it has wool and a little bit of wool in it, because wool can really bother people, but it's actually pretty soft for that. Some people love wool and mohair as well. It kind of goes for a little bit more. I'm kind of just taking a chance on it because I don't sell a lot of loft. I know some people do all the time, but I don't really sell a lot of it, so I thought I would just take a chance on it. Oh, this also, something else interesting from my Goodwill. This was originally $8.99, but it had a clearance tag on it. And what my Goodwill does is and so it was only $1.99, but what my Goodwill does is each week there is a new color tag of the week that's 50% off. So on Sunday they get a new color, and then that goes until through Saturday. So last week it would have been pink, and then they pull out the pink tags, and they have an aisle where they have like mostly clearance tops. It's not like a whole aisle, but it's like kind of like half an aisle on one side, and it's clearance tops. Generally, once in a while there's something else in there, but most of the time it's clearance tops, sweaters, jackets, and stuff like that. And they mark those items down. Sometimes they're not marked down more than like 50%, but this they marked down quite a bit, so it was only $2. I didn't want to spend $4.50 on it, which I'd seen it last time, but I didn't want to spend $4.50 on it when it was 50% off. So some Goodwills do have clearance racks as well. I've been to a few, and most of them do. Okay, this I bought for myself because I've been wanting like a top that was kind of like a sweater, crop sweater that does like a wrap thing. And this actually is new with tags. It's just called, it's from Windsor, I don't know. So this is originally $32, but I paid a little bit more for this than I normally would. I paid, well, I shouldn't say I normally would, because it's kind of like an off-brand. Like, it's not a brand that I like really know, that I think is like really sellable. It was $5.99. It is new with tags, but it's a super cute like cropped wrap sweater, and I'm not sure exactly how to wear it, but it kind of like wraps or something around. And I wear dresses on Sundays a lot. I go to church, and my church is really casual, but I grew up in a church where all the women wear dresses, and I just love to wear dresses, so I always wear a dress on Sunday, and I wanted something that I could wear like over something that was like spaghetti strapped or strapless. You know, I just kind of wanted something that was like sweatery that I could wear over dresses that would be like really neutral, and black's neutral, so that actually is for me. I was really excited when I found this piece because some of these items go for a lot. It's actually vintage, and it's this really pretty, it's really high-waisted, and it's really skinny-waisted. Like, this must be like 11 inches across or something. It's very small. So it's definitely for like an extra small or XX small person. It's like a midi skirt, and it's almost like a chiffon or something. I don't know. Maybe that's the wrong material. I don't know. It was $4.99, which isn't bad, I guess. That's $5. But it is by Gunnies by Jessica McClintock. This is a vintage, and it's It's like a relative of Gunny Sacks. That's why it's called Gunny's. I think it's just like maybe a line she did. And it is a size 7, it says. It's made in the USA, professionally dry clean. It's 100% acetate, and it also has the union. To know something is really vintage, come on. Oh, someone tried to sell it at a rummage sale. Know something is vintage, where is that? I saw it. Where is it? I was sure there was a tag in here that, maybe not. I thought there was a union tag in here somewhere that said it was made by the union. Maybe that wasn't this. Maybe it was something else. Anyway. Gunnies. If you ever hear of Gunny Sacks, they have like prairie type dresses and stuff. So this is along the same lines, the same like brand. And I'm going to list it. I don't know what year it's from, but I'm going to list it. I'll probably list it high, like maybe $100, and have best offer on eBay, because some of these do go for over like between like 50 and 100 or even more, because of the vintage and its desire. Like, people want this vintage stuff. Some people want it. So I was really excited to find that. It was $5.99, so even if I only sold it for 25 bucks, I'd make, you know, a decent profit. This I bought for myself, and this I just thought I would show you because it's a bag. It's just a 31 bag. It's actually one of their lunch bags. And I bought it for myself. It looks brand new. There's no staining, nothing on the inside. I mean, it looks brand new. And I thought I'd show you this because I wanted you to see like kind of like these kind of bags, what they charge. They charge $3.99, which to me is too much, but I got it for myself, so I was willing to spend that. I wouldn't spend that if I wanted to resell it. I'd spend maybe $2 if I was wanting to resell it, because I don't think these sell for a lot. But generally, the purses are like $6.99, $7.99, and that's a lot to me because they're used. And if they're like a good brand like Fossil or something, or Coach, which I rarely ever see Coach there, so I don't know if they maybe send that to like auction or something. I don't know, because they do have online auctions and stuff. But I found like wallets. Usually the wallets are like $3.99, $2 or $3.99, which isn't bad, but I rarely ever find any good wallets there. And like if they have a Fossil purse, it's usually like $12.99, $16.99. So like they're charging a lot for some of their stuff. So, but I thought I'd show you that to give you kind of like an idea. Like basically no purses are under $6. And if they are, they're just like a cheapo off-brand. They're nothing like nice usually. So once in a while, I'll find a diamond in the rough that was priced wrong or is 50% off because they couldn't sell it at the astronomical price they were asking. But I thought that I would show you that. So that is my haul, and that's also what the prices are like in my town at my Goodwill. I know yours could be different, and like I said before, please comment and let me know what your Goodwill prices are. I think it's interesting to kind of find out. Plus, it gives you an idea of maybe that you can try other Goodwills in other regions that have better pricing. Unfortunately, the one here that I have in my town seems to be expensive, at least to me. Maybe I'm wrong. You have to tell me if I'm wrong. It seems to be expensive, but I'm glad that I at least have somewhere I can source, and if I don't want to pay full price, I can always wait and see if the item, you know, see if I can get the item for 50% off when it's the right color tag or whatever. And I'm glad they do that here. I know some Goodwills only do like a color tag 50% off like 1 or 2 days a week. They won't do it all week, and mine does it all week. But I live in a smaller town, so they're trying to get rid of stuff. It doesn't go quite as quickly for them because there's not as many people as at other stores. So anyway, thank you so much for joining me for this video. Please like and subscribe, and let me know if you're interested in seeing more videos like this so I can put these out for you as well. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!